eventually, when you guys are able to host in-person events again, theater productions, how do you foresee your shows moving forward? I know we talked about doing maybe hybrid events, but are there any like new protocols or procedures that you've thought about putting in place to ensure the safety of guests when they transition back to these in-person events?
Yeah. One of the things I've talked about this actually a couple weeks ago with my foundation president, Josie Devine, that right now, currently, I've been told by my administration we are doing a show in the spring. Great. So we are doing a show on stage, which is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there will be people in the audience or not, that's a bigger question.
Yeah.
But our guess is that, like a lot of places here in California, in our area, 25% capacity. So we have 800 seats total. So we figure somewhere about 150 to 200 seats we could potentially sell.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to do this, we are going to figure out through Purplepass a way that we can block off a good chunk of seats and leave more rows open, if you will, because we want, like, if a family of 4 comes, they should be able to sit together because they're all from the same home, just like they're doing in the movie theaters. Like, that's one of our things we're looking at, where they sort of space you out by who you come to the theater with. So it's going to be experimental, because once again, we've never done this before. Are people going to be smart enough to be like, okay, people are sitting there, we need to pick seats away from them?
Yeah.
And then once we're in the theater, we may have to move people around and adjust as we go. That's going to be the big thing. We'll probably most likely have hand sanitizer when you walk in the theater, in the lobby. We'll most likely not allow people. Normally people in our theater wait in an inside interior hallway, the main hallway of the school. We'll most likely have people wait outside in front of the school. That's where everything will most likely take place, so that we're not in an enclosed space. And we'll keep the theater open on the sides and in the back as long as we can until showtime. We might even have to figure out a way to do shows leaving some of the side doors open to get fresh ventilation through the theater. Once again, this is all going to be experimental as we approach it. So not only for the audience members, but then we have to go, then the union side of my head as an actor goes, wait a minute, we're on stage. We also have to socially distance on stage and backstage.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Because I always have people go, why don't we do a show of 20? And I go, well, that's nice, but what's going to happen backstage in the green room? And all at once, all of them go, oh yeah, that's right. That's right, kids. So it's one of those things where now I'm experimenting with, okay, can I do a show with 10 to 15 people? And is there a way that I can keep them on stage the entire time where they never leave the stage? And then we ensure that we're always socially distanced.
Yeah, I just got done talking to a different promoter working with theater, and they're only allowed to have max 12 students on stage at a time. So it's been a challenge for them too. They're doing it in like little breaks and stuff. So,
well, and that's where, it's especially in the spring when we do a show, I'm looking to do a show that's maybe not so through line, but more of a vignette type show. Because then it's easier to rehearse and easier to space out if you're only working with 2 to 4 kids at a time. And then you sort of puzzle it all together and you move on.
Yeah. You'll figure it out. I mean, you said, everyone's trying to figure it out and get creative. At the same time, I think your audience, your parents are aware of this. So everyone's going to be very accepting and understanding if it's not a perfect show.
Well, and everyone, including myself, we are starving for live action theater. There's, like we talked about earlier, there's only so much staring at the screen you can do before you want to pull your hair out,